start to blush when somebody says your name. In my stomach there's a pain. You walk in my direction, I go the other way. I start to stutter when I speak. Trying to stand but my knees go weak. What's happening to me? In the dark, can you tell me what it means?
If nobody told you as of yet today, I love you. If nobody told you as of yet today, I am proud of you. You're going to continue to achieve anything you set out to do. You understand me? Thank you, babies. Also, I do want to give you that brief disclaimer. I only want you to take what resonates and leave the rest behind, all right? So I don't want you trying to force certain scenarios for you. If you don't get your confirmation through me, I guarantee you're going to get it through somebody else. So be patient with your process. Also, y'all already know my voice too raspy to be whispering. So this about the time that you probably want to go ahead and hit that volume, all right? So before we get started, I want to thank you so much in advance for all your love, likes, shares, subscribes, gifts, kind words, not only to myself, but each other too, because I don't always get to pause in the middle of my message to relay that to you. But best believe when I post it on YouTube, I acknowledge you. So thank you, all right? So chosen ones, let's talk. You are currently at the same place in that cycle as the person that you were previously connected to. Now, what do I mean by that, chosen ones? You remember when you met these individuals? See, when you met them, they was praying for certain love. They was praying for certain light. They was praying for certain abundance, and God had you walk into their life. See, at that point in time, all their dreams had came true. But it came in a different form than what they expected. See, it came packaged in a molding that looked like you. See, that love that you was giving for them was something that they haven't received since they was a child. And even when they was a child, they ain't experienced. See, that loyalty that you had, the fact that you spoke life into them and they started to see as well as start to believe that, they started to accomplish certain things that they were seeking to do. See, again, God answered to all their prayers that they was asking and requesting. He gave them an opportunity with you. See, at that point in time, they had two choices to make. Either they was going to entertain you and go the right way, or they was going to continue to entertain the past ways just because it was comfortable, just because it was something that they were used to. So this is people that was chasing certain individuals that they know wasn't right for them, but they wasn't ready to accept you. This is people who are so used to giving love that they wasn't on the opposite end. They never been in that place, so they never experienced it yet. So when they met you, you was trying to give them something that they wasn't ready to take. They never experienced that. They ain't realized that God had sat there and sealed their fate, that they had an opportunity at something new when he presented you. But a lot of them didn't take that, right? They chose to entertain certain people with toxic ways. They chased them based upon money. They chased them based upon fame. They chased them based upon security, whatever the case may be, right? Or other people's opinions to let them, that persuaded them that that's a place that they should have been, right? See, chosen ones, you are currently at that cycle too. Now you done put that work in. Now you didn't put certain prayers in. You done requested it. And God's presenting those things to you. What decision are you going to make? Because right now, again, have you ever noticed a few things when you apply to a job and all of a sudden when one calls you back and tells you that they bringing you on, now all of a sudden all the jobs call you at once too, and you have to make that decision on what job is better for you? The same pertaining to love as well, chosen ones. See, God will present two directions for you, multiple choices for you, but it's up to your intuition to see if you've been paying attention, if you actually listening to allow God to guide you in the right direction. See, some of you weren't listening when God was guiding you. Some of you just happened to listen at one time and God aligned this with you. See, chosen ones, I'm letting you know right now, you're going to have a decision to make. See, some of you may feel like it's easier, but it's easier said than done. Because the new person that you feel is the old person, and the old person could really be the new one. Now, what do I mean? See, chosen one, there's certain people that you cross paths with briefly. These are the people that you had false starts with. So you may never have had a title with them. You may not have been in a relationship with them, but they got your attention. You felt a moment with them. You felt that spark in a sense. But at that point in time, you could have had other distractions in your life that you couldn't fully focus on them. So this is your confidence not being up. So you were insecure. This is you not knowing the direction that you were supposed to head in. So you was trying to figure certain things out. This is you balancing out your career and your home and so on and so forth, right? See, chosen ones, there's some of you that had false starts with certain individuals. Now, again, what do I mean? These are people that you seen certain things in them that you wanted. You seen certain things or places that you wanted to be. You seen certain things that will work out with you and where you was going to, but at that point in time, you may not have been in a position to receive it. This is not that toxic partner that you was with. This is not that person that used you, abused you, and took advantage of you. This is not that person that cheated on you, beat it on you, whatever the case may be. We're not talking about them. That is the past, and you're supposed to let go of those toxic things. I'm talking about that person that you crossed paths with and you felt an instant connection, but again, your circumstances may not have had it aligned for you to be with them, right? See, chosen ones, hear me out. You seen them, seen and felt certain moments with them. Then you went back and entertained a past person or placed yourself in a so-so position. Now, all of a sudden, you started to see the things that you were seeking that person was trying to be, but you may not have been ready to receive it. The same when they end too. They had certain closed doors that they had to close out in order to being able to be aligned with you. So y'all quickly made eyes, energetically intertwined, and then you went about your business and they went about theirs. But God is having certain people reunite now. Again, you may assume that that's a past person because you previously knew them, but that was just, again, God giving you a quick glimpse of who that person is and letting you know, like, listen, had that opportunity get presented again, you better take that. You understand? But let's talk. There's some of you, again, right now, chosen ones, that's going to have two decisions to make. And I want you to think about how you intuitively feel with that person, as well as how they're molding their morals. Does that align with the place that's going where you're going to? Does this align with your values, or do you have to persuade that person to think, walk, talk, or act like you? Has that person already prepared? Now, this is how you're going to be able to decipher, right? See, there's some people that see the award in you, because this is something that they've been working hard to do. So I want you to think of certain sports, certain classes that you was in, certain studies that you had, something that you passionate in, right? See, I want you to think of how much that player, that basketball player, that football player, that tennis player, that volleyball player, whatever the case may be, how hard that they worked in order to get that championship award. They done sat there and this is their passion. This is their purpose. This is something that means so much to them. You understand me? They worked hard. They earned it. This is something that naturally they grew up loving. You understand? Hear me out. It's all about to make sense. See, there's a difference in somebody who is competitive and only wants that award because another individual got it. It's a different when somebody actually has passion about something, worked hard for it, properly prepared for it, and now they're about to receive it. They take care of it differently, correct? See, chosen one, there's certain people that were entertaining you or interested in you because they knew that you had great qualities, but not because they actually wanted to invest in you. They seen everybody else competing. They seen everybody else's eyes shine when they looked at yours. They seen everybody else say about how you was this, how you was confident, how you was intelligent, how you was talented, whatever the case may be. They seen great qualities in you, but based upon how other people were seeing. See, when they sat there and got the award, they hadn't prepared for it. They haven't worked hard for it. They just wanted it because somebody else could have had it. See, these are the toxic people that keep you in a situationship, keep you in a toxic relationship, entertain multiple people, and again, have you be complacent waiting for them. Nah, chosen ones. The right one would never have wronged you. They would have knew exactly who you were when they crossed paths with you. See, when I say never have wronged you, they never would have cheated on you. They never would have beat it on you. If they felt like they wasn't ready for you, they would have been honest with you. This is somebody that put their feelings and their faith in forefront. these are people that got told to disconnect from you and they listened. See, no matter how much they was aligned with you, no matter how much you like that individual, if God told you that you needed to take a break, you took a break, you listened, correct? You wasn't complacent. See, chosen ones. There's certain people that, again, only wanted to entertain you based upon the fact that other people wanted your attention. They didn't see your worth. They didn't see you worthy. They just were competitive. See, when they had the trophy that everybody was competing for, they didn't even take care of it. This is them tossing that shit to the side, throwing it to the other pile of certain trophies that they had claimed or received, but had no intentions or showing them off or really taking care of those things. See, you was the award chosen ones. You was the reward chosen ones. And they wasn't able when they wasn't ready to receive it. Not only that, chosen one, again, they only wanted it because of other people that they seen competing. See, they wanted to seem like they had it. They wanted to act like they was better. See, some of you were boosting the ego of these toxic ass individuals. See, chosen ones, I tell you, ego is evil. Now there's confidence, then there's arrogance. Now there's confidence, and then there's ego. You have to be able to decipher the two. Ego is going to have you do certain things that you wouldn't typically do just because you want to prove something to somebody else. Just because, again, somebody said you couldn't do it, couldn't have it, so now you want to prove a point to them. Whole time you proving them right in the sense because you weak-minded, you taking their direction to prove certain things that you already know that you have, that you already know that exist. You understand me? So, chosen ones, I want you to pay attention to how these people carry you. This is how you pay attention. See if they break their pattern. See the pattern that they had. See if they taking care of your mind, body, and soul. They attentive to your feelings. They conversing with you. That's something that doesn't change. They actually want to see you do better. They encourage you to do better things. This is somebody that mentally supports you, energetically supports you, properly prepares, as well as prays certain things on behalf of you. This is somebody that, again, they know who they are, they know what they want, and they know that you are here to play a positive position pertaining to it. See, I want you to pay attention because it's a difference. Somebody who's doing certain things just to get your attention, just to get you select them over other people that they feel like they in competition with, because they start to change their actions. They don't always keep up to the things that you expect of them. See, they started off buying you flowers. All of a sudden, soon as they felt like they was connected to you or had you, they stopped doing those things. You understand me? See, pay attention. You wondering, you talking about how it was when y'all first started out. If that was truly your person, that never would have changed, because that's what something that they would have been all about. They would have loved complimenting you. That's something that they naturally do because they want to, but also because they see that you like it too. Something that they automatically would do is the same thing that you seeking. And that's what you would be seeing, because that's what they will be giving, because that's who they are, correct? See, these individuals that start to change, they wasn't being them authentically. They wasn't being who they truly were when you crossed paths with them. But you were allowing them to mold themselves into what you felt was going to be what you wanted to see. Then you started to realize that there was an imbalance there, chosen ones, because God started to force you to see certain things clearly. See, that person never would have changed. If they are a lover when you first meet them, they're going to be a lover 10 years from now, 20 years from now, 50 years from. This is somebody that's always going to be that. You're never not going to see that side of them. You understand me? Now, again, if they a family man or a family girl, you're going to see that side of them. They're going to be very family oriented. They're not going to change or make you feel like you got to choose between your children and them. See, that's why a lot of y'all don't want to hop in certain relationships, because you're so used to these nobody energies not being able to play that proper position then. They made you feel like you had to choose between the attention of your children and the attention of them. Whole time, if they really was that family man or woman, it would have balanced perfectly with them. You would have been able to have your children, time with them, time with that person as well. It would have blended in. You wouldn't have felt like you had to choose certain things. They would have automatically been playing that position. You understand me? But you've been trying to have certain people that's for the streets play a position that you want them to be, and they'll never have the ability to give you what you need because they not equipped to. They not your divine individual. There's some of y'all sniffling and snotting, crying with the ugly face. I'm talking about the ugly face. Roscoe knows you keep replaying that same sad ass song. You really hurt about somebody that never was yours. And I've been having to tell y'all that. And a lot of y'all, your feelings might get hurt. You may say, what do you mean? You was married to them. They never was yours. God didn't tell you that that was your person. You assumed that. You was under that illusion. You was allowing them to tell you what they had in the box, but you ain't read the instructions to see if certain things that they was lacking. They was acting like they was prepared. Whole time they ain't had no batteries. See, chosen ones. They never was yours, and you out here crying. Ugly cry. Talking about that, deciding that you don't want to ever let love in. See, this is what you got to realize. No matter how much you try to get your foundation prepared, God is going to have you move to a certain point, and there's going to be pieces that you realize are supposed to be there. See, you build your big puzzle piece. So that's the picture that God instructed you with. Whole time you ain't realized that God was over there preparing your person with the similar image, that when y'all come together, it's a bigger picture that y'all going to see. That your finances plus their finances is going to guarantee that y'all always going to eat. Even the areas that you felt like you wasn't abundant, you abundant with them. It's the company that you have along the process, chosen ones, that make the biggest difference. See, that person who's really for you, they going to make you feel like you a superhero way before you even get your cape, way before other people say the certain things or acknowledge the position that you playing. They gonna see the great in you. They gonna see the great businessman or woman in you based upon their views and what they know that you talented, like have talent or able to naturally do. They gonna see the great in you way before it starts to physically show up. These are the people that are positively manifesting certain things towards you. If somebody believes in you and is speaking life into you, you better stick by these individuals. What do I mean? See, it's a difference if somebody's saying it and somebody that you feeling it energetically. See, if somebody, especially a chosen one, prays on behalf of you, do you know the protection that comes with that individual? The abundance that's connected to them? Basically, chosen ones, I tell you that we are the magic. That's why we don't do that shit. We don't got to do voodoo. That's magical. What we speak is what they seek, and that's what they start to see. So as long as we put our mind towards it, we start to manifest those things. Think about all the life that you spoken to certain people when they ain't believe it, when they ain't see it. Now, all of a sudden, you told them that they could do it. They believed it, and they achieved it. See, chosen ones, it's a difference. Not everybody has the abilities that we have. Not everybody has the qualities that we have. So when God has you cross paths with a chosen one who sees positive things in you, sees certain things that you can achieve, sees where God is taking you, that is something that you better stick by. But you are currently in the same position as those past people when it comes to that cycle. You're in the beginning of it. Which path are you going to choose? The person who's telling you what they going to do, but their actions ain't reflecting it. They just persuading you that someday they'll get it together in a sense. Or are you paying attention to the person that talks that talk? God gives you confirmations behind them. What they say is what you see. You understand me? They actually have actions behind them. This is somebody that's showing you their feelings, being affectionate, being vulnerable with you. See, vulnerable is the most powerful position that you can be into. You understand me? Showing vulnerability just shows that you trust God throughout the whole process. That you know that everything's happening for a reason. That you know that it's in divine alignment. So I want you to think about that, chosen ones. There's certain things that you're starting to see. There's certain things that you're starting to achieve, but you have to trust that God is doing certain things. Like his plan A has always, your plan B, C, D has always been God's plan A, and you got to trust it. You got to trust it, chosen ones. God says you to let go of something, let go of it. That could save you. See, if he's telling you to move towards something and say something, you don't know that you're the walking confirmation for certain individuals. You're going to have to be obedient. That's why you get the blessings that you get. Certain people are wondering why you get certain gifts, why God trusted you with certain messages. Is because you're obedient. Loyalty to God goes a long way. Do you see how his right-hand man or right-hand friend, the devil, betrayed him and got certain people to join him? So God takes loyalty very serious. You trusted him when he said he was going to come back for you, when he told you that he was placing you in the right direction for something that was going to be beneficial to you. You trusted the process of it and turn your face or your loyalty up. You get the biggest reward of them all. You understand me? See, chosen ones. I'm going to say this. There's some of you that was asking for certain things and you felt like God wasn't paying attention. See, similar to your parents in a sense, when you asked them for certain things and they was talking about, oh, well, not now. See, I gave you this example before, chosen ones. You asking your parents, oh, can you have those shoes? They like, nah, you can't have them right now. You was upset, but you like, all right, cool. You asked your parents, oh, can I have this new toy? Oh, nah, they said that they ain't had it right then. So you felt a certain type of way. See, you sat there and went and was playing with your friends. You was upset because physically or materialistically, you felt like you wasn't getting certain things. So you like, all right, cool. If you wasn't able to give me this or buy me that or put me in a position to get this, you was like, all right, cool. Let me be around these people. See, you was out there, again, upset, looking at your parents a certain type of way. You felt like every time you wanted something that they never was able to come through, they just kept telling you, oh, well, another day, or told you that when they had it, they'll be able to give it to you. See, chosen ones, y'all been carrying God the same way, asking for certain things, asking for certain love, asking for certain positions, asking for certain things, abundance, whatever the case may be. You ask for certain things and you ain't realized at the time God had already provided those things. See, you was looking at your mother when she said that you couldn't have those shoes. You thought that she was never going to get them to you. See, when you asked her mother for that toy, you felt like she couldn't afford it, that she would never be able to provide it, correct? Okay, cool. See, when you asked, could you be around your friends because certain material things wasn't coming in, your parents still told you that you couldn't be with them or around them. See, you was feeling a certain type of way. Your parents, in a sense, was like, nah, you got to leave early that day. They told you that you had to leave, and you like, damn, materialistically, you didn't provide me certain things. Now you telling me I can't be around certain friends. Like, you thought that they was just out to get you. See, the same thing that you was thinking about him. You thought God wasn't listening. You was like, dang, God, I didn't sat there and sacrificed certain finances, walked away from positions that you told me wasn't for me. I done turned down this. I done applied this and didn't get that. You was sitting there feeling a certain type of way. Then all of a sudden, God still sat there and told you to walk away from certain friends and family and relationships. So you was thinking that nobody wanted to see you win. You thought that you had bad luck in a sense. You thought that certain things that you were speaking that you would never get, chosen ones, that wasn't correct. See, God told you that you couldn't have those things at those times because he had already got it for you. It was already waiting. Now, what do I mean? See, what if all of a sudden while you was riding in the car, you was upset with your mom or your father because they told you that you had to go. And you start thinking about all the times that you asked them for certain things and they told you no. So you sitting there pouting in the back seat, head down, huffing and puffing, thinking certain things that's mean. All of a sudden the car stopped. You look up and you at your favorite spot. And your parent looked back at you, they smiling, talking about this was the surprise. Talking about, nah, I had to tell you that you couldn't be around those people because they couldn't come to this place with you. I ain't want them to want to attack you. I ain't want them to want to feel like you was better than them. So God had you walk away from them. They wasn't genuine friends. They wasn't people that was going to be happy to see you have this experience. See, God already had you on your way to a place that you was asking to go to, but you ain't know the directions. You ain't never been here before. So you was huffing puffing, mad because you felt like God was taking the wrong path, that God told you couldn't have it this way, so that you thought that you was going to be in lack. Whole time, this is the back roads. You ain't know where you was going to because you never been here before, chosen ones. So how you going to tell somebody who's above you, who can look over everything for you, tell them certain places that you need to go to when they, one, created you, two, they know the mission that they have in state for you, three, they can see certain things that you currently can't see. Think of a maze. You don't know how to get out, but if you was to elevate and look over it, you would be able to figure certain things out, correct? So I'm telling you, some of you was huffing and puffing because you thought that God wasn't listening, but he was already having you in a direction. He already had plans already instilled. See, you just had to pay attention, correct? Okay, cool. See, chosen ones, you sat there and was riding. All of a sudden, you had to stop. You looked up. God had took you to your favorite spot. So that's that business that you wanted. That's that love that you wanted. That's that position that you wanted. That friendship that you wanted. That house that you wanted. That car that you wanted. See, you was upset because that money didn't come through when it did. But if it did, you wouldn't be able to move into this new place that was properly equipped for you, that God had already aligned and assigned for you. You was about to pay big bucks for a place that you wasn't going to be in long. Whole time, God was like, nah, be patient. He had something else that was going to come. Thank you so much, babies. See, chosen ones, be patient. See, not only that, you're starting to see that you're at the place that you was previously praying to be at, correct? Not only that, chosen ones, you get there and you starting to see. See, when they told you that you couldn't have that shoes, that was God telling you, nah, you can't have love right now with that individual. See, God told you not at that time because he already had a person that was properly prepared for you, that was ready to play that position. Somebody that you wouldn't have had a compromise with. They was already all of those things. You understand? Because if you got to compromise, it's not from the divine. Everything about you is going to naturally align with them if that's the person that you was assigned to. So God told you, nah, you couldn't have love at that time. You felt like he told you that you wasn't going to have it. Nah, he already had a person that was there prepared for you. They was waiting for you to be in contact with them. See, you thought when he told you, nah, that you couldn't get that job, that you wasn't going to get hired. Nah, he said that you wasn't going to get that position that was going to take advantage of you. He was going to put you in a position that was going to promote you, award you, reward you, sit there and acknowledge things, do certain things for you, be able to work with. You was going to feel at peace while receiving certain profit. You understand? So you thought that God was saying you wasn't going to have it. He already had things prepared, chosen ones. But this is a role that you wasn't used to. You so used to things being difficult for you. You so used to things being up against you. See, when God was taking this view so you can enjoy the actual view. God was telling you, that's why I tell you during the experience, you got to relax, not stress. Do what you can and allow God to match it. You understand? You got to apply. You talking about you can't get a job, apply. And God's going to speak through that individual who's going to hire you. They're going to see and want to give that opportunity to you. Then the rest is going to be history for you. You understand me? But you got to chill out. Some of you are not believing God like you say you are. You talking about you putting in God's hand and you still got enough nerve to be stressing? No. When I tell you, chosen ones, that God, if it's for me, I know what's going to happen. If not, I know that you about to present something better. That's it. I'm not stressed. Literally, even pertaining to certain bills, I done been there when I was stressed out before. When I was sitting there like, I'm doing this and I felt like nothing was... Chosen ones, no. As soon as you literally be like, I'm going to do what I can do. And I know God's going to align me. Whatever I'm supposed to do is going to happen. Whole time, when you really put that faith in him, you get rewards because you're showing loyalty. You trusting what he's saying. You trusting his vision. You trusting his mission, and he gonna look out for you. You understand me? See, chosen ones, you don't realize loyalty to God goes a long way. Just you trusting what he's telling you and showing you, and you actually doing those things, you are going to get the biggest reward. You didn't expect that bill to get paid, but it did. You didn't expect to get approved for that place, but you did. You didn't expect to get that new car that you about to be driving, but it's already aligned with you. God already assigned it. You just got to put yourself in position to believe that you can receive it. See, I'm not doubting that I'm ever going to receive. Man, I know that I am loved, so I'm going to receive love no matter where I look. You understand me? Whatever you give attention to, that will get reflected to you. So stop paying attention to people that's lacking you, doubting you, talking foul things about you. Nah, you look over them and look into the person that's speaking love and light into you, wishing abundance for you, sitting there including you in their prayers, wanting to manifest certain positive things towards you. People that have you on a list that as soon as certain things happen for them, they want to come back and bless you too, because you didn't gave them a push to head in the right direction or gave them instructions on what they should do and how they should move. See, you are not realizing you about to get paid in various ways just because you was listening. You was doing nice things because that's who you were. You understand me? So, chosen ones, be positive. Disconnect from certain people that's toxic, that's been holding you back. If they've been lacking in work, why would you write them onto your group project then? If they've been telling you that you can't have it, if they've been believing that they can't achieve it, then you don't need to be connected to these demons. Because if you have God, you're not going to doubt certain stuff. You know that everything is divinely aligned, that you just got to wait. That's it. that you just gotta wait. And half the time, you're not even waiting that long. You only waiting because you out here pouting and throwing a fit. If you really calmed your ass down, you'll realize that you currently at a place that you was praying to be in before. See, before you ain't had no job. Now you have a job. You complaining about living check to check when a few months ago your ass didn't even have no check coming in. You talking about how, oh, you only have enough money for bills, but do you remember when your ass didn't even have bills to play because you was staying at somebody else's place, or you didn't even have enough money to pay the bills? So the fact that you are, don't you know that what's going to happen next? Now you at a point, before you didn't have the money coming in, now you got just enough income to pay the things that you need to pay and pay attention to. So don't you know that God's about to triple that, double that, quadruple that, so on and so forth? Now you about to have money that you can save for you, invest in other things too. See, you got to be patient with your process. You think about when you going into an elevation. You slowly go up, whether or not that's the escalator, whether or not that's the elevator, whether or not that's steps. It's a slow process for you to get up, to have that come up, correct? Even for that mountain that you climbing to see those beautiful views, it's slowly but surely, correct? All right, so that same thing pertaining to you, chosen ones. Trust enjoy the scenery, enjoy the surrounding, enjoy the person that you are building these memories with. You talking to them, walking with them along the process. You laughing with them, you excited. They sitting there complimenting you on certain things that you don't even see as an accomplishment, but they see because they the outside looking in. You see certain things as problems, but they seeing you as a solution. You seeing darkness around you, but they seeing you as the light. See, chosen ones, you better have the right company in your life. They gonna have you see certain things that you didn't see. Whether or not that's them protecting you from certain things or being able to encourage you to keep doing what you do, because you may not see that you at the end of that journey and certain things is about to be given to you. You better be excited. You understand me? But listen, I gotta get up off of here because I do have a few coaching sessions to do. I did add some times for today, so definitely check the link in my bio. I'm going to upload this live a little later on my YouTube, but I'll definitely be back for another message tomorrow a.m., all right? I love you. I believe in you. You understand me? So many great things align for you. You continue to be great. And also, thank you for joining me, because TikTok sometimes be on that little shadow shit, you heard me? So you may not see me posting and all of that, but y'all type my name in and come and still align, so I appreciate you. Y'all continue to be great, all right? If you need me, you know how to reach me, babies. Be great.